The real cost of paper-based forms and a simple fix for small and mid-sized businesses.
Hello and welcome to our channel. My name is Jamal Goddard. I am the co-founder and owner of Cyber Outsource. Our flagship product is Mobile Doc Form. It is a digital form system. We also use it as a data collection system. We are trying to get clients, basically customers, small to medium-sized businesses who are looking to digitize their form. They're looking to convert their paper-based forms into digital. Today, we're going to talk about a blog that we push out weekly. We try to push out one or two. And we try to create a video to go along with the blog to save you time so you don't have to read through the blog. And we're trying to do it within a time base where it's not going to suck up a lot of your time. Okay, so let's get into it.
The cost of transitioning to digital forms.
We're in the business of data collection. And we want to figure out, like, why are all these organizations still using paper? And we also want to figure out, like, how is this paper being stored? How much does it cost for this paper? Because those are things when you're thinking about digital systems or getting onto a digital form system, the first thing that comes to mind is the actual price involved with making that conversion, and going through the process of doing that, right? So how much is it costing you? And believe it or not, that paper is actually costing you something right now being in the file cabinet. So during the research, we found that 45% of businesses here in the US still use paper, believe it or not, in some form or fashion. Now, that one file cabinet that we're assuming the paper exists in, right, is costing you anywhere from $500 to $1,000 a year for one file cabinet to store the paper.
Employees spend 20 to 30% of their time searching for information.
Think about your employees spending 20 to 30% of their time searching for information, whether it be, and I'm thinking this is going to be on Google Drive, this is going to be on OneDrive, this is going to be in a drive somewhere on a file system, right? On their desktop, they could be looking for information regarding their job. Given the fact that you have paper, that introduced more complexity to it. So let's say there's information on that paper that they don't have. Now they have to go search for the paper or search through the paper or search through the file cabinet. That just compounds the issue. Another reason why you should get off of paper.
Paper lacks digital security.
One of the biggest thing is digital security. So security, in terms of encryption, you can't encrypt paper. All right. So that makes it even, you can lock it up. You can store it in the file cabinet and lock it up, but people can easily have access to that even with the lock. So encryption is one huge thing that you gain by having a digital system that you don't have, you don't have with paper. So with paper, you have that compliance headache, just the mere fact that you can't protect it, you can't audit it, you can't encrypt it, with the paper-based form. And if anyone gets access to that, and we've seen that happen to organizations where they had the paper, it wasn't destroyed correctly or wasn't being done destroyed in the correct process, and it causes reputational damage as well as financial damage. All right. So there's a real risk to having paper.
The redundancy of paper forms.
Another issue you have is redundancy, right? So you have, let's take a client intake form. You have that form, the client comes in, you give it to them on a paper clipboard. They have 5 sheets. Each sheet have the same information. Any client, I just went to the dentist and I had to fill out 5 forms, and every single form, first name, last name, address, and other information, cell phone number, right? The same information, redundant. I have to do it. Redundancy in terms of me giving it to the individual who has to take it now, and they have to try to read my sloppy handwriting. And then redundant in terms of them taking the information and having to put it in a database, right? So if you digitize the form, you only have to do that one time. And guess what? That information goes from the customer straight to you. You They arrive. You can send it to them beforehand. They arrive to you. You can validate all the information, and then you can connect to other systems. You can't do that with a paper-based form.
Form digitization, aka the form flip it service, form.
So then during our research, one of the other excuses that we heard or we read about in terms of organizations and moving from paper to digital is the task of having to actually make that move. And we have a solution for you. We came up with Form Flip It. So Form Flip It is a service that we're going to provide, and we flip the form. So basically, we take the form, you send the form, we flip the form in terms of we convert it from paper to digital, and then done. Yeah, that's it. You have access to the form. So there's nothing on your part to do. So you send the form to us. We take care of it. We make sure it's encrypted. We make sure it's protected. We read through it. So we do our due diligence. Um, we do everything we have to do on our side, and then we give it to you. There's no IT on your side. You don't have to worry about the redundancy, the backups, and the protection, the role based protection, auditing. All that stuff is taken care of for you by us with this service. So all you would have to do is send us a form. We flip it. Form flip it.
The challenge.
Is think about that one process, that one form, that one headache, paper-based process that you wish you can get rid of. And I want you to send us that form. That's the challenge for you. So go to cyberopsource.com/contact. Say, Jamal, I would love to try your service. It's 30 days, free of charge, one form. Send it to us. We'll flip it. That's it. No headache on your part. If we have any questions, we can always get in contact with you. And that's the challenge to you, is to find that form that's a pain in the butt and give us a call.
At CyberOpSource, security comes first, always.
The next thing the blog discusses is security. Yes, it's secure. Yes, it's role based. Yes, it's audit based. Yes, we have masking. So, for example, if you have a social security number inside of a form, we only show specific digits, to specific individuals, nothing more. Right? So there's a lot of tools that we have in the system already available. Can it connect to my CRM? Depends on your CRM. 9 times out of 10, yes. We have plugins. We have connections to databases. So if you have a database where you want this data to go into this paper, you always imagine this paper-based form going to a specific system or database. We have that ability.
Flip that first form. Stop overthinking it.
Huge benefit. All you have to do is find that one form that's giving you a headache and send it to us. And that helps to build momentum. So you're going to find that one form is going to lead into 2 forms. It's going to lead into 3 forms, and you're going to like the way it feels. And then the next step is we can show you how the data that was trapped in that paper-based form can be used to grow your business, because it's no longer trapped on the paper. Is easily searchable now. And your employees that is already spending 20 to 30% of their time doing searching for information, is going to be much easier for them to search for this information.
Paper problems, digital solutions.
And that's the end of the article, right? So just to go through, we showed you how that file cabinet is costing you money, right? It's already costing you money. The solution is not as scary as you think, in terms of you're not going to have to do any of the upfront costs, especially with our service Form Flip It, where we digitize paper-based forms. Another thing here is you start with that one form, and then from that one form, you're going to build momentum, and then you're going to start to want more and more processes digitized. I guarantee you. All right. So the challenge for you this week is this. All right. We're done with the blog. So we don't have to go back to that. But I'm talking to you now. My challenge to you is this. I need you sometime this week to find that one process, whether it be a paper-based form, a fillable PDF, a CSV that you have to manually figure out, an Excel spreadsheet that you have to manually figure out, and then anything that you find hard about that process of having to record that you're spending like 2-3 hours, even 45 minutes to an hour, and you're sitting there trying to figure this out. If your customers are showing up to you and have to fill out intake form, if your students they're coming into you and they have to fill out a paper-based form for trips where you can just send it to the parent, have them sign off, and then you have the documentation, give us a shout. Reach us, cyberopsource.com/contact. Fill in the information and just let us know, hey, I need you guys to help me out here. I would love to get this flipped free of cost, 30 days. 30 days, one form free of course. Form flip it service. That's a service that we provide for you. We'll take care of setting everything up. That's it. Peace out.